Hello, this is Mayor Hamilton again, sharing a message with fellow city employees. This is Thursday, May 14th. Just want to give some news and updates on a few things going on. First, of course, continued thanks for what you do. Everybody in city government has continued working through this pandemic. Some have changed their jobs enormously. Others have continued with new protocols, but doing much of what they did before, from police cars and fire stations to water plants and sanitation trucks and engineers monitoring activities in animal shelters and others. So thank you all for all you're doing. You probably know on Wednesday the county health director indicated their intention to move into stage 2 for Indiana, meaning opening up some of our county into stage 2, which we had postponed for 2 weeks. Now that order, as of this taping, has not officially been released, but we expect it today, and it was described yesterday, Wednesday. And that will allow some restaurants to open up at 50%. It will allow personal service providers like hair salons and barber shops and nail salons and others to open up, as well as retail stores of many kinds, furniture and apparel and other general goods stores to open up at 50% occupancy. We hope that will happen incrementally. It also allows social gatherings up to 25. I will state that I am concerned about the speed of this. While the health data are good in Monroe County, a lot of the indicators are positive. So much other news indicates we have to be very cautious as we reopen to activities, and I will be urging that we attend very carefully to the health data to watch what may begin on, what may go on, and encourage you to continue physical distancing, use of masks, washing hands, don't touch your face, many things like that, which will all be very important. So as that's happening in the community, you may have received the message this morning that we have determined to reopen to the public City Hall effective the day after Memorial Day on Tuesday, May 26th. And the intention is, of course things could change, but the intention is that we will reopen to the public City Hall at that time. Now it's going to be very different protocols. We're basically going to have everybody in the lobby itself and not going further into the building to get services they need there. Other buildings in the city that have been closed are going to be up to each department, whether it's utilities or transit or others. And of course, again, we know the work of the government has continued unabated during this. It's just changing in the some of the access to the buildings. We'll watch that carefully as well. If you have any questions about that, please reach out to your supervisor. It may cause some change in some of our schedules and lives from working at home, maybe a mix of working at home, back in the office. Many places are going to be staggering shifts and trying to keep a reduction in the number of people there. But as the community moves toward opening up, I think it's appropriate for city government to do so as well. We've had the continuity of city government team that's very intensively reviewed this. There will be extensive changes with placements of indications on floors and plexiglass barriers, and as I mentioned, the protocols of not really having the public go into the building beyond just the lobby. So we're protecting all of ourselves that way, and I look forward to being back in City Hall more in the coming days. So thank you for all of the work that you've done in the meantime, keeping city government going, and we look forward to seeing how that progresses, and again, we'll be very careful. So City Hall will be opening Tuesday, May 26th. You may look for the official health order that indicates plans to move into basically stage 2 that the governor had set out for the state, effective in a couple days. And again, that order is not official, but has been predicted to happen shortly. The last thing I'll mention is we do really appreciate the responses to the quick pulse survey that goes out. Hundreds of you do that. It really helps us, all of us, see how people are feeling, what we're heading toward, and giving some feedback to all our departments and to the government as a whole. So those are just some updates from today, and I hope you will continue to do the great service that you have been doing. We have kept this community safe, and we've kept this community humming during this very unusual challenge, extraordinary times. It's been hard. I know it's been stressful, and I really appreciate your ability to continue to be the great public servants that you are. Thank you for all that you do. keep taking care of yourselves, taking care of each other, and taking care of Bloomington.